What's going on, YouTube? It's Brandon here with Third Rate Duelists. We've got Dustin here from the team. What are you going to show us today, Dustin?
I'm going to show you my Altergeist deck profile. I've gotten some cards for it since the last time I did it, and I think it's a lot more powerful now.
Alright, let's get right into it then.
So, starting off with 2 Sequitos. I used to love to play Kieran when Mad Specters existed. Well, they still do, but Kieran doesn't. He bounces because I bounce one card, Altergeist card, to bounce one card on your field, so it can be face down. Anything.
So how come not 3 of this?
Because it recurs, like everything in the deck recurs so much that by the time I use the 2, I don't need a 3rd one.
Okay.
You always get it off multi-faker.
Okay.
I always do. Good combo is like anti-spell, and then when they set their spells, you just bounce them back. So then they never get activate spells. So then I play one of these. I play this one to negate attacks and monster effects. Then you can bounce back with Sequitos, negate more attacks because it's not once per turn.
Pretty
negate
good.
More monster effects. It's pretty good. 3 of the best card in the deck, multi-faker. So on the resolution of a trap, you summon him to summon another Altergeist monster. So, like if you if you torrential, it's on the resolution of the torrential. So then you torrential, you board wipe everything, and then you summon 2 monsters. Just
pretty good.
Too good. And then 3 of the starter play. This one can attack directly for 500, and then when it inflicts damage, I can send a card on the field to the graveyard. It targets, but it's good to get rid of cards, and you can make Link Reba with this and search, which is really good. So then you search for multi-faker, and if you have a trap, you go off. I play 3 of this. This is a really good combo piece and a pretty good starter piece. So you normal summon it, and you get any Altergeist trap. You set it to the field, so they can't even ash it. And then you can tag out an Altergeist card, send it to graveyard to get another Altergeist card. So you can combo off a multi-faker. If you can't activate a trap and get one from hand, get a multi-faker, and then it still gets the spec for those special summon.
Pretty good.
So you get another card. And it's 16, it's the biggest monster. I got, for hand traps, I got 2 Ghost Ogre. This is really good. People say it's bad, but Firewall is stupid. So you just hit the Firewall if they don't chain block it. 2 Ash Blossom, because it's Ash Blossom.
Okay.
1 Ghost Spell for the Goki, so you can hit the rematch.
Okay.
And you can hit Call by the Grave.
Is that for hand traps?
Yeah. So like they Call by the Grave you, since it banishes, you just negate the Call by the Grave. You still negate their stuff.
So how come no Droll?
Because I don't have Droll.
Okay.
And I don't think I'd main deck Droll, just because I think I can negate enough stuff that I can stop them.
Okay.
3 Impermanence. This is the best hand trap ever.
Okay.
I mean, turn 0 multi-faker's unfair. And you can negate back row if you play it right. 2 Typhoons, because Pin Magician's still played. A lot of people love Pin Magician, and it's just too good. You pop the scales, turn 0 multi-faker on, it's over. 1 Warning, because Solemns are good.
Yep.
Negating summons. 2 Anti-Spell, because spells are Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't play spells, most decks can't play at all.
Alright.
1 Gamma Seal. This wasn't even in the monsters.
Just one main deck and 1 Game of Seal?
I made that Game of Seal because, like, Goki boards, you can't out them. Marky plays the Element Sabers, so if they make their boss monster immune, you gotta draw a Game of Seal sometimes.
Okay.
And you can just bounce it back. This turns into somewhat of a board wipe with your bounce, because you can just bounce it back, then kaiju them again, and then on their turn you just bounce it back and keep getting rid of the board. 3 Spoofing. I bumped this up to 3. I was playing 2, but then I couldn't see multi-faker quick enough, and this is so good late game, because you draw, and you're like, oh, I wish I had a Marionetter deck in my plays, so you just send something back, and then search for Marionetter. Like, if you send your back row back to get Marionetter, the normal summon Marionetter, you just get the back row again, and then you can get the multi-faker from grid.
Okay.
I'm already in.
2 Manifestation. You only need 2, because you recur it with your Sequitos, because Sequitos adds it back. And you don't really need more than 2 anyways. It's a once per turn effect. 2 Protocol. Again, you don't need 3 because you can just recur it. This says you can't negate any Altergeist monsters on the field, and it can negate your monster effects by triggering. It's really good for negates. 1 Strike because of Torrential. So we cut strike for a second, and then I wanted to strike back because if you torrential, and then they have like a negate, if you go to have a negate board, you just strike the negate, and then they board wipe, and they can't do anything about it because counter traps are counter traps. That was the other torrential. So I played 2 torrential. 2 duality for spells. I played 2 duality into Secret Village.
Those are the only spells you play?
Yeah, because I got the anti-spells in the main. I don't need spells myself. And then this just says no to spells.
Okay.
So I don't want to play more than what I am. That was it for the main deck.
And that's a 40-card main deck?
It's a 40-card main deck.
All right.
There's my token, my field center. Hello, frogs. 3 Hexia. Some people play 2. I don't care. It's all Winter Cherry's targets. 3 is just too good. It's too good not to play 3. 1 Kadolga, because it's funny taking your opponent's stuff from the graveyard, just monster reborning it and hitting it with a big beater. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, because sometimes you need to pop back row, like dinosaurs, hit the field spell, or any back row that you need to hit. 1 Service to pop monsters, of course. Sometimes you have to make them, most time you don't. I mean, you can hit them with cherries if you have to, but your cherries targets are going to be a Soul Day for Goki. I still like hitting this more than this one. This one's good sometimes, because even if you're not going to use Goki, anything that spams out monsters is just going to discard your whole hand and lose.
All right.
And then a Soul Day just stops Goki completely when you hit it with Winter Cherries. 1 Link Creebo. Turn 1 plays. Too good. Winter Cherries target. Winter Cherries target. Winter Cherries. Winter Cherries. There's another Phoenix. Sometimes I like making multiples. Even if I have to hit it with Link Creebo. Popping back row hurts.
Playing a back row deck and back row hurts.
Back row hurts sometimes. I don't know. Then the 1 target for the I play Waking Dragons now because a lot of stuff can't beat over this. You set the Waking the Dragons, and if they want to pop your back row, they pop it and you just win the game sometimes.
Yep.
The 3rd Torrential, because sometimes you just want board wipes.
So the 3rd Torrential.
1 Chain Disappearance. I don't like this card that much, but Brandon thinks it's really good.
Oh, that card is awesome.
Against Mirror Match, you hit the one that searches, and their turn 1 play gets like really bad because they can't go instant search. And against Infernoid, you hit Decatron and they cry.
Yeah, a lot.
1 Imperial Order because no spells again.
Yep.
3 Wiretap because Red Reboot is a card and Red Reboot sucks.
Yep.
1 Judgment hits Red Reboot still.
All right.
And it's a god card. The Spice.
The Spice. Prohibition.
Prohibition. Used it once today. You Prohibition anything like that. Big boss monster I couldn't get rid of on all Element Sabers. Called that on them. Their deck couldn't play because they couldn't feed the graveyard.
All right.
Got 2 Winter Cherries for all the Winter Cherries targets. I don't like main decking anymore.
Okay.
And then Spear Mode to break Goki boards.
All right. Why not more sphere modes?
I didn't really have room, and I don't know. 1 Spear Mode, I either see it or I don't see it. I mean, if I don't draw any hand traps, I can dig for this along with the Gamma Seal.
Okay. Alrighty. So, got any shout outs, Dustin?
Shout outs to Zach and Joe and Dennis for the impermanence and some dude in Australia. But,
some dude in Australia.
yeah, it took me a while to get those, but they're just so good.
Worth it.
They're worth it. Shout out to Riley for helping me share the extra deck because he plays the Gokis, so we only got 1 Assault at the moment.
Alrighty. Well, YouTube, this is Dustin's updated Altergeist deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Later.
Later.